from 2022.
I want everybody to go home. And I want...
We don't got no home. That's why we're here. Miss Waters, come on, we're going to go too.
Just a moment. Nothing is going to happen today. Nothing is going to happen anymore today.
So what about all these names?
What we got to... Well, that's what... That's why I'm here. And so I will be downtown with Lasso. I will get the housing authority. That's why they came out here today. I made them come out here. And I'm going to go.
And you need to know why they're failing, because Blanca Jimenez repeated, we gave her several meeting requests concerning this in Lhasa for years. And then this situation.
There's nobody in Washington who works for their people in the than I do.
I believe
I
you.
don't want to hear it.
I believe you. So can we finish that? Work with me. Work with me so we can house people. That's what I'm doing.
I do every day.
Congressman, we're just in case you
Why
can't
I gotta
see,
do
showing video
everything?
of you standing on the aisle and shaking a number of presidents' hands over the years, both Republicans and Democrats. So my final question to you, Congressman Engel.
No, you have not. Excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you had been talking to me about standing on the aisle and shaking hands.
No, I'm sorry, Congresswoman
I'm sorry.
Maxine
Okay.
Waters.
Yes,
I'm talking to
okay.
Congressman Engel, who has stood there and we've shown over the years.
He is wrapping his arms around Putin while Putin is continuing to advance into Korea. To debate, I wish to ask, is there one United States senator who will join me in this letter of intent?
There's no debate.
One. I have not called for impeachment.
You said I'm going to fight every day until he's impeached. That's what you tweeted.
Yeah, but here's what I've said. Here's what I've said. I've said that we need the information. My greatest desire is to lead him right into impeachment. Impeach 45. Impeach 45. Impeach 45. Because I want you to know that I am more offended as an African-American woman than you will ever be. And don't talk to me about the fact that we don't understand what happens on the automobile. No, I will not yield. No, I will not yield.
Okay.
The chair wishes to remind all members that they are to address their remarks to the chair.
I
The lady will
respect the
continue.
chair, but don't stop me in the middle when you didn't stop him in the middle. And so I shall continue. Don't you dare talk to me like that and think that somehow women don't understand what goes on the floor of automobile dealers.
Minded to direct her remarks to the chair. The
And
gentlelady
I
will
am saying
continue
that
in
I will
order.
continue to do that. However, I don't appreciate that you did not interrupt him when he was making those outrageous remarks about him knowing more about discrimination than I know about discrimination. I resent that, and I resent the remark about making America great again. He's down here making a speech for this dishonorable president of the United States of America. Having said that, I reserve the balance of my time, and no, I do not yield not 1 second to you. Not 1 second. Not 1 second to you. And even those who were out of step with what we are advocating, peaceful protest, did not create any violence. Nobody was shot, nobody was killed. Get it in your head. And so, when martial law is called, what are you going to say? I missed the point. Don't miss the point, you all. Don't think that somehow, because they called out the National Guard, there was violence. There was no violence. I was on the street. I know. And I went from downtown detention back out into the community, talking to people what happened in Paramount, what happened in Compton, what happened in Inglewood. So, first of all, get it straight. And don't just rely on what you're being told or the few incidents that you saw.
It's estimated there are around 10 million illegals in the United States, and we know that Donald Trump promised that he was going to deport them. But what is it with the Democrats straight up lying about how violent these riots have become, essentially siding with the thugs who are destroying LA? Failed presidential candidate Kamala Harris weighed in on all of this, saying how appalled she was that Trump sent the National Guard and that the protests were overwhelmingly peaceful. And here's Democrat Maxine Waters telling the cameras that there's no danger and no violence.
We don't know why they're calling in the National Guard. There's no danger, there's no violence. The President of the United States hates Los Angeles because we're a sanctuary city. He doesn't like us and we're targeted. And so I believe that he really wants to have martial law to show that he's in charge. He's the President of the United States and all of the city of LA is targeted.